Thank you for being here today. Today we're going to be talking about the Sylacauga City Schools and a professional learning community plan. Professional learning communities are so much more than just doing a book study or having a faculty meeting. They're a way to really dive deep into professional development tailored specifically to our needs. Three big ideas that must be used when implementing professional learning communities. We have to ensure that our students are learning. The purpose of the conversations that we're having in PLCs are ways that we can find out better ways to facilitate student learning. It's important to establish a culture of collaboration, not just meeting once and being done with it. It should be ongoing communication and conversation with other members of the staff regarding the PLC opportunities. And we have to be focused on the results. We have to be sure that what we're doing is going to achieve the results that we're trying to get as a result of the PLC. There are 6 steps to implement for effective PLCs. You have to discuss the standards and be sure that you're focusing on those. We need to select evidence-based instructional strategies, things that are proven to be best practices to use in the classroom. We should create common lesson plans so that we can give feedback on those and what's working about those and what's not working. We need to look over assessments, and that's another way that we can find out what worked and what didn't work is by looking at how the kids did on the assessments and did they meet the objective that we had hoped. And then after doing all those things, we have to adjust the instruction where needed so that we're really meeting our objectives. We need to, in order for our PLCs to be really effective, we need to establish a culture that supports collaboration again, just that we're constantly in communication with one another about our PLC goals. You have to maintain an objective view of the efforts that we're taking on within the school and really be sure that we're all on the same page as far as those go. And again, to develop shared beliefs and behaviors. You're not going to be effective if you're not all believing in the project that you're working on. We have to maintain an objective view, and to do that, it's important to call in leaders within the school, people like reading coaches or instructional partners or people from the board, administrators, just anyone who can serve as a leader. Also, you can call in people who have a balcony view, people who are not teaching in the classroom because they have a greater view of what's going on throughout the school. And then also it's good to call in an outside facilitator because they have a broad picture of what works well in education without knowing specifically what's happening in this classroom versus that one. And so they're able to help us to be effective. It's important to establish norms for the PLC. Again, everybody who's working in the group needs to have a shared vision. We need to establish a safe environment in which it's okay to have failures, just like we want to make our children feel safe in our classroom. We want them to know that it's okay to make mistakes. PLCs are going to be a lot more effective if we know that within our group we can talk about things that we had tried that didn't really work well, and that we can feel safe to share those with our colleagues. And finally, we have to establish respect for all members of the PLC. We have to treat one another in a professional manner. An important component of the PLC is also to incorporate school and classroom visits. These allow for vertical planning where grade levels can meet, kindergarten can meet with the first grade team, and first grade can meet with second grade, and that way you can find out really what each grade level needs from the previous grade level in order to help the students be most prepared. That's a really powerful tool for helping the students to be ready. Co-teaching, where you can teach alongside other members of your PLC, and you can learn together. And an important part of that co-teaching model is to collaborate before the lesson, teach the lesson together, and then to collaborate following the lesson and discuss what went well and what can be improved. And another great way that we can use the school and classroom visits are to celebrate the student achievements in each classroom. We can invite people from other schools in, other members of our community, and it's a good opportunity to really show what's going well in our classrooms. And then the professional learning community plan, you need to share the PLC minutes so that everyone within the school who's a part of that PLC is aware of what's discussed at each meeting. Have a list of members that were in attendance. Discuss what topics were covered in the meeting. Include a list of what's working, as well as a list of strategies and evidence, and then also make a list of any additional needs or questions following that meeting so that you can use those for the next meeting. And then here are a list of references. And thank you for your time.